What's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock and we are doing price action analysis. If you have seen my morning video on Nvidia, I talked about there's a tug of war going on between bulls and the bears, and between 824 to almost 859 is a zone where the variables are 50% in bulls camp and 50% in the bears camp for the direction, and that's where the tug of war is going on. And I mentioned that for the clarity on the swing or intraday, well, mostly swing will be defined as we break on either direction, and most importantly I want to say the intraday clarity as well, because up here we have been getting one day intraday long, one day intraday short as for the structures as they have been building, right? So in this video, as we had Apple's earnings today, Nvidia in the post market is going up. So we'll take a look at not just that, but Apple's video I'll be doing in another one today with QQQ and SPY, but let's take a look at Nvidia's price action, and I'll also take you over the options data, and let's figure out if Nvidia is looking again much more bullish, what are the levels to watch, and if it can go bearish as well. Let's identify do we have a direction now. So with that, please hit the like and subscribe, and also please note none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. All right. So what are we seeing on the daily interval right now? Well, first of all, we are still above $824. That is a support of the distribution phase of this whole distribution phase, right? But that's a support. So Nvidia is still holding above that. Now, I talked about this 824, and potentially if Nvidia can hold this as a pivot on the swing side, this will still keep Nvidia technically bullish, right? So bulls are right now holding that level still. We did break the structure on intraday where we got the short play as well. Once we lost 859, this was the next day short play. So intraday, yes, we got the short play as we discussed. Now, we are above 20 days moving average, and in the post market Nvidia is at 864. So let me draw that line here, 864 almost. Here we go. We are just around that 50 days moving average, just about to break above that, right? So let's go to the hourly interval and let's add. So yes, on swing, that pivot is still holding, structure is still holding. So technically it's still on the swing and uptrend. But let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about a couple of things there. So what I was talking about is once we lost this level with the double top, we lost the level of 859, losing the neckline or the demand zone for a potential another pivot higher. We lost that, and that's where we got that that's where we got that intraday short play that we were talking about, right? This was the short play. Now, after that, Nvidia started to hold this as a pivot, and today as well, it held a pivot at 200 hours moving average, right? And that's why I was saying that if we lose 200 hours moving average today, well, on hourly candle, we never closed below that. So we never became weak actually to retest that $824 level again. And that was another pivot in the making on the intraday level. So there's a trend line right now you can follow as well. That is this holding up on the swing as well. Again, it's not going to be penny to penny perfect, but just as for something you can, make out of, right? I'm just gonna draw as closely to the pivots as possible, as polished as possible, right? So, oops, here we go. Now, speaking of if Nvidia is bullish right now or not. So I talked about if bulls can take it above 859, which they took above 859 today in the post market. Yes, it is in that bullish territory, guys. Now, here's an interesting thing. Post market, just 1 hourly candle, yeah, it is above 859, but I want you to still be careful. So here's the blue box. Now, tomorrow, intraday, let's talk about that first. So on swing, yeah, we have been still being bullish. So here's the thing. Intraday, it is bullish as long as it's not breaking below 859 tomorrow. If it blows it off, it can again cool off down to this 200 hours moving average or this trend line. All right, on swing, that will still be bullish. We haven't lost a pivot. I'm talking in form of structure. And according to the structure, you will place your position with the stop loss or take profits however you like. But the structure is what defines what are the key areas to take positions at, right? So if a position is taken above around this blue box for tomorrow intraday, then stop loss has to be below this blue box somewhere. It's, yeah, above this, it's an intraday long. Tomorrow, we might be looking at maybe 887. And if Nvidia is strong enough, because it's just about to take over that neckline, almost took it out, right? And if it's strong enough, who knows? 905 is a possibility. But we'll see. It all comes down to, don't lose the sight of $883 tomorrow. But if anytime we lose 859 on intraday, expect this thing to again try to come down to this trend line at least or 200 hours moving average. So that's something you are watching. All right. So that's your Nvidia. Yes, bulls held it at $824 range, held the pivot, right, the trend line, and they have made it strong as well on intraday. Yes, so guys, not fully bearish, and bulls have taken much more control now. So I would say it is bullish. Back again in the structure, as long as it maintains itself above 859 now. If it loses that, between 859 and 200 hours moving average, it's still a no man's zone. It's indecisiveness, but indecisiveness in form of what's the next confirmed move. But just note, there's the swing pivots still holding. So you have to then see if this next swing pivot will hold or not, and accordingly position for the swing side, or you can take that as intraday as well, could be taken, right? Technically, like this could be taken as an intraday play as well, right? But if you are, if you're a trader that is like, building a swing position, taking partial profits out, and then, trying to reload at these levels, then again, it all depends on how you want to trade, how you want to manage your position. It's all about that. I'm here to provide the structure and the sentiment and the direction, and where mostly at what levels is the structure that could break, and accordingly it's up to you how you want to handle your positions, right? I'm only providing educational opinion here, guys. All right, now so that's pretty much on Nvidia, guys. I want to actually take you over now to the options data. All right, so here's the thing. I came back to the same bar chart, guys. Again, I had reduced some of the range so that we can still put everything on the screen here. So the only spike, well, we have some calls increase on 880. I'm not seeing much puts increase in any direction, but I'm seeing calls. 900 calls are still stable as of yesterday as well. Today's the same almost number. 880, some higher calls came. Current closing price is this white line. You can see that. So the huge spike still sitting at $900 call. Tomorrow, if Nvidia wants to push through, it does make $50 move. So let's see if 900 calls gonna print money or not. But yeah, 880 is also, some calls are coming. 860 calls are coming as well today high. 850 calls already made the money today. So that's something also interesting to note. So yeah. But just showing you the data here, where the traders are betting their money. So yeah, 900 is the strongest calls interest right now, where the traders are betting their money. All right, but guys, that's all for the technicals. Options doesn't confirm that price is gonna go there. It just tells you where the traders are betting their money. Technicals is what I like to trade with. All right, and yeah, I trade with the shares. All right, guys. That's all for this video. I'll do QQ, SPY, and Apple, and all the tech stocks in another video. Tesla I already did. Check that out on my channel if you're interested. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care, guys. Bye. And if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. All right, bye.